as a drive against rumor mongers intensified. Politically defeated evil forces spreading rumors, comments Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Cabinet to take final decision on 9th Wage Board recommendations for newspaper and news agency workers. No reason to scare about dengue, says specialist physicians. Special medical team formed at every hospital in capital following Prime Minister's directive. Overall activities strengthened to face flood situation. Government will help rehabilitation of flood affected. Boris Johnson promised beginning of a new golden age as he makes first comments statement as Prime Minister. And Bangladesh Sri Lanka in first of 3-match ODI series in Colombo tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum viewers, I'm Tanzila Manar Sultana welcoming you all to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Centre.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm Mahmoud Rahman. Those were the headlines. We'll move on now to the details. The government has taken strong stand against the recent spate of rumours throughout the country. A recent rumour has spread out across the country that human heads are needed for the construction of the Podda Bridge. As a result, panic and fear for the kidnappers and child lifters have gripped the people across the country. But it is a matter of hope that the law enforcement agencies have already started combing operations against those who are involved in the killing incident of the innocent people based on rumours. Besides, the government has given necessary instructions to members of the parliament to arrange meetings and rallies aimed at creating awareness at their localities against spreading of the rumour. The law enforcement agencies are following the government's zero-tolerance policy against rumours and terrorism. Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir said a Cabinet Committee on the 9th Wage Board Award for newspaper and news agency journalists and employees has finalised its report for Cabinet endorsement after Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's return home. He said this at a press conference after the meeting of the Cabinet Committee at the Information Ministry today. Presided over by the convener of the Cabinet Committee, Obaidul Qadir, the other members of the committee, Agriculture Minister Dr. Abdul Razak, Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood, Industries Minister Nurul Majid Mohammad Humayun, and State Minister for Information Dr. Murad Hassan and State Minister for Cultural Affairs K.M. Khalid attended the press conference. Obaidul Qadir said the committee prepared the report after holding meetings with the concerned stakeholders in phases and prepared a realistic and logical report. The committee decided to send its report to Cabinet Division to be placed before the full Cabinet after the Premier's return home, he added. He said that after the final approval by the Cabinet, a gazette will be published for its implementation. The Information Minister, however, said the 9th Wage Board Award was meant alone for newspaper and news agency journalists and employees. The electronic media journalists and employees could be brought under its purview as well after the passage of a pending law on the mass media workers in Parliament, he added. Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir has stressed the need for ensuring safety of passengers in ride-sharing services. He said this while speaking at a meeting with the delegation led by Acting Head of Public Policy and Government Relations of Uber India, Chantulal Mozumdar, at the Secretariat in Dhaka today. The Road Transport and Bridges Minister said the government has taken various initiatives to make mass transportation in the capital Dhaka smooth, and formulation of a ride-sharing policy is one of those. Mentioning that registration of ride-sharing agencies began in Dhaka city on July 1 under the policy, the minister said the ride-sharing services would be expanded gradually in other cities of the country. Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood has said spreading rumour is not an isolated episode. Rather, there are conspiracies behind it, and politically defeated evil forces are spreading rumour in the society. He said this while addressing a discussion meeting marking the 62nd founding anniversary of the National Awami Party, NAP Bhashani, at the National Press Club in Dhaka today. NAP Chairman M.A. Bhashani presided over the meeting. Among others, General Secretary of Dhaka City South Awami League Shah Alam Murad and veteran politicians were present. Dr. Hassan Mahmood said a united resistance should be built up by the Awami League and pro-liberation war forces against those who are spreading rumours in the society. He said the Awami League activists from the very beginning are rendering their services to the flood-affected people, but the BNP has been abstaining from doing so. The Information Minister suggested the leaders and workers of the BNP not to limit their political programs within the press club and meetings, but to go to the flood-affected areas in order to mitigate the sufferings of the people.
Specialist doctors of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib Medical University Hospital have said there is nothing to scare about dengue fever. Rather, one should take a doctor's advice if he or she suffers from fever. They said generally Aedes mosquito, the carrier of dengue fever, thrive in the rainy season. This year, like the year before, considerable number of people got admission in hospitals due to dengue fever. Resident Medical Officer of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib Medical University Hospital, Dr. Nahid, also got admitted in hospital due to dengue fever. The government has formed special medical teams at every hospital in the capital for treatment of dengue patients. The medical teams are working round the clock to provide proper treatment to patients suffering from dengue. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, now in London for eye treatment, made directives to all concerned to provide proper treatment to the dengue patients. Following the directives, Prime Minister's Office, Health and Family Welfare Ministry, authorities of all the hospitals and city corporations are monitoring dengue situation with highest importance. Dengue specialist of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujib Medical University Hospital, Dr. Mohammad Tanveer Islam said symptoms of dengue fever is different this year. He said everyone should get medical checkup even if he is suffering from fever with less severity. LGRD Minister Mohammad Tajul Islam has hoped that the dengue situation will be under complete control soon as collective measures have been taken to eliminate Aedes mosquito. He was addressing the inaugural function of countrywide mosquito killing and cleanliness week in Dhaka today. The minister said necessary directives have already been given to the concerned authority to stop dengue outbreak soon. The country will be freed from Aedes mosquito and dengue. He also declared stern actions against all sorts of negligence and irregularities in the mosquito elimination programs. Earlier, a colourful rally was brought out from the Jatiya সংসদ Bhavan area in the morning. Local Government Secretary Hilaluddin Ahmed presided over the inaugural function. Dhaka North City Corporation Mayor Muhammad Atiqul Islam, Dhaka South City Corporation Mayor Said Khokon, Ghazipur City Corporation Mayor Muhammad Jahangir Alam, renowned sports personality Mashrafi bin Murtaza, film actor Ilyas Kanchon, actress Moshumi, and columnist Abul Maqsood were also present among the rally. As a part of the countrywide mosquito killing and cleanliness week, western water hyacinths will be cleared from the drains, canals, ponds and lakes under the supervision of the city corporation, municipality, district and upazila administrations and union parishads. Larvicide and adulticides will be applied to the breeding places of mosquitoes in shepherd wards and colonies. Health and Family Welfare Minister Zahid Malik has urged physicians to ensure proper treatment to the dengue patients admitted in different hospitals across the country. He made the call while addressing a seminar in the capital today. Bangladesh Society of Medicine arranged a seminar titled Dengue Challenging Trains and Management Updates at Dhaka Medical College and Hospital. President of Bangladesh Society of Medicine Muhammad Bilal Alam chaired the seminar. Among others, Health Services Division Secretary Muhammad Asadul Islam, Secretary in charge of Medical Education and Family Welfare Division Sheikh Yusuf Haroon, and Director General of Health Services Professor Dr. Abul Kalam Azad also addressed the seminar. The Health Minister said as Aedes mosquito have increased this monsoon, the number of dengue patients is also on the rise, but the government is trying its best to control the dengue situation. Meanwhile, Chief of Army Staff General Aziz Ahmed has inaugurated Dengue Elimination Campaign 2019 at the Officers Club premises in Dhaka Cantonment today. The awareness campaign is being conducted in Dhaka Cantonment and its adjoining areas in order to prevent dengue. The Army Chief asks all to keep clean their surroundings to remain safe from the dengue fever. Senior Army officials, along with their families and teachers and students of different schools and colleges took part in the campaign. The overall flood situation across the country is improving. According to the latest information from Flood Forecasting and Warning Centre, all the major rivers of the country are in falling trend except the Brahmaputra, Jamuna, Dhorola, Ghagot and the rivers around the Dhaka city. Flood situation in Sylhet and Sunamganj districts may improve in next 24 hours. On the other hand, flood situation in Kurigram, Gaibandha, Jamalpur, Tangail, Shirajganj and Manikganj districts may slightly deteriorate. Meanwhile, the Awami League leaders and activists alongside the government are distributing sufficient relief materials to mitigate the sufferings of the people in the flood-affected districts.
Now, international news. Boris Johnson has promised the beginning of a new golden age as he made his first common statement as Prime Minister. Speaking to MPs, Johnson said his government would throw itself into Brexit negotiations with energy, while Michael Gove would lead a no-deal planning as a top priority. He also said EU citizens living in the UK would have their rights protected. The statement came after the first meeting of Johnson's new cabinet, who he said had all committed to leaving the EU on or before 31st October, no ifs, no buts. New Secretaries of State include former leadership contender Sajid Javid as Chancellor and leader Brexiteers with Dominic Raab as Foreign Secretary and Priti Patel as Home Secretary. More junior ministers are expected to be announced later, with further reshuffling on Friday. North Korea has fired 2 short-range missiles into the sea, South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff JCS said. They were launched over the sea early on Thursday from Wonsan on North Korea's east coast. A JCS official said at least one of the missiles travelled about 690 kilometers and appeared to be a new design. It marks the first time North Korea has fired any missiles since leader Kim Jong-un's impromptu meeting with Donald Trump late last month.
Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen has said Rohingya crisis is a creation of Myanmar and the country must resolve it. He said countries including Russia and China have expressed interest to assist repatriation of the Rohingyas. A.K. Abdul Momen said these while speaking at a seminar titled Impacts of the Rohingya Refugee Influx on Host Communities, organized by Policy Research Institute PRI in the capital today. PRI Chairman Dr. Zaidi Sattar chaired the seminar, while UNDP resident representative Shudipta Mukherjee, PRI research fellow Dr. A.M. Razak and Research Initiatives Bangladesh Executive Director Dr. Meghna Guhathakurta spoke. The Foreign Minister said repatriation of the Rohingyas will begin soon through consultation with Myanmar. Industries Minister Nurul Majid Mahmood Humayun said that a task force will be formed comprising representatives from the Industries Ministry, the Commerce Ministry, National Board of Revenue, Prime Minister's Office and the private sector. The task force will take decisions by reviewing the progresses of leather industry every week, he added. The minister was speaking at a seminar titled Leather Industrial Park, Leather Production Situation in the Tannery Factories in Dhaka and Proposals for Sustainable Development, held in the capital today. Bangladesh Tanners Association BTA and Leather Sector Business Promotion Council organized the seminar. Presided over by the BTA chairman Muhammad Shaheen Ahmed, the seminar was also addressed among others by Principal Coordinator of SDGs of the Prime Minister's Office Muhammad Abul Kalam Azad and Industry Secretary Muhammad Abdul Halim. Industries Minister hoped that Bangladesh will achieve the goal of $5 billion leather product export soon. Commerce Minister Tipu Munshi said that the best use of technology have been ensured to continue the economic advancement of the country. He said this while addressing a publication function of Bangladesh Rapid E-Trade Readiness Assessment at a hotel in the capital today. Presided over by the Senior Secretary of Commerce Ministry Mofizul Islam, the function was also addressed by State Minister for Information and Communication Technology Junaid Ahmed Polok and FBCCI President Sheikh Fazli Fahim. The speakers laid emphasis on building trained manpower for expanding e-commerce in the country. Later, they unveiled Bangladesh Rapid E-Trade Readiness Assessment. Now news on weather. Met Office says deep convection is taking place over North Bay. Under its influence, squally weather is likely to affect the maritime ports, North Bay and adjoining coastal areas of Bangladesh. Maritime ports of Chattogram, Cox's Bazar, Mongla and Pyra have been advised to hoist local cautionary signal number 3. I repeat, signal number 3. All fishing boats and trawlers over North Bay have been advised to come close to the coast and proceed with caution till further notice. Meanwhile, weather forecast till 6 p.m. tomorrow says due to active monsoon, heavy to very heavy rainfall is likely to occur at places over Khulna, Borishal and Chattogram divisions. Due to very heavy rainfall, landslide may occur at places over the hilly regions of Chattogram division. Besides, light to moderate rain or thunder showers accompanied by temporary gusty wind is likely to occur at most places over Rangpur division and at many places over Rajshahi, Mymensingh, Dhaka and Sylhet divisions. Night and day temperature may fall slightly over the country. Today's maximum temperature of the country was recorded 35.2 degrees Celsius at Jashore and minimum 24 degrees Celsius at Teknaf.
Now some sports news. Bangladesh will take on host Sri Lanka in the first match of the 3-match series in Colombo tomorrow. The match will start at 3 p.m. Bangladesh Standard Time. Bangladesh Television BTV will telecast the match live. The Tigers have played a total of 7 ODI series against Sri Lanka and lost 5 of them to the Lankans, while they drew in 2 series. And now to end the news, here again are the main points. Government firm on checking rumour spreading as drive against rumour mongers intensified. Politically defeated evil forces spreading rumours, comments Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. Cabinet to take final Decision on 9th Wage Board recommendations for newspaper and news agency workers. No reason to be scared about dengue, says specialist physicians. Special medical team formed at every hospital in capital following Prime Minister's directive. Overall activity strengthened to face flood situation. Government will help rehabilitation of flood affected. Boris Johnson promises beginning of a new golden age as he makes first common statement as Prime Minister. And Bangladesh meets Sri Lanka in first of 3 match ODI series in Colombo tomorrow.
And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our next bulletin, which